Hello everyone, my name is Duygu Bolikowski. Welcome to our webinar. Before starting, I would like to ask you if you have any problem with voice or visibility of my screen. Please give me feedback. Okay, thank you for your feedback. So I can start. Okay, so today I'm going to present you how we can manage multiple contractors program and how we can avoid clashes and conflicts in TILOS. Most of you probably is already familiar with linear projects, but I would like to briefly remind what is the characteristics of the linear project. First of all, we know that linear projects have an axis in which we are performing the work. And the work consists of repetitive activities. And our goal, what we would like to achieve is we would like to optimize the productivity rates and we would like to reduce the project duration and, of course, overall cost. And typically, we can say for linear project types, it can be, for example, road projects, bridge projects, transmission line projects, rail projects, metro projects, pipeline projects, and also we advise to use over 30-floor buildings for high-rise buildings. We also can use TILOS. And what is the concept of linear planning method? Most of you probably know, but I would like to briefly just tell about this if someone is new. So we have here our distance axis, which shows us our project is between 0 kilometer and 4 kilometer. And the project duration is more or less is 2 or 3 weeks, 3 months. And as you remember, we can integrate many data in TILOS in one layout. For example, here we have our pictorial view, which shows the total scope and also shows some working limitations, also geographical information, such as we know that we have a two-lane new road construction with 2 intersections with other roads. And also we see here that we have a river, so we know here we need to build a culvert in this chainage, in our chainage. And at the top of the screen, we also have information about the elevation. We know the ground, existing ground level, and also we display here the proposed road level, which helps us to understand, first of all, the elevation. And the second is we know where we have cut activities and where we will have filling activities. When we integrate all the data in one layout, later on we can start to design and think how we can start our work. Let's say that from the left side of the river, we found it more visible, and we start our first activity, topsoil activity, from this chainage, and we are moving to the 0. Later on, we are starting from the other side of the river, and we move to the 4 kilometers. And it is also possible to plan non-linear activities such as bridges or culverts in our project in TILOS. Also, we can show like hammock tasks which are dependent to each other, like cut and fill, because we know that we are cutting and filling at the same time. So these activities are starting at the same time and they end at the same time. And here we also can reflect the data from the elevation. For example, here we have in the cut activities 2 breakpoints, The first part is taking around 1 week duration, and then we have 4 weeks duration, almost 1 month, and again we have less than 1 week. And this information is coming actually from the profile, which we open as a elevation profile, and it is related to the amount of the soil which is coming from the from our distance profile. Of course, we can also plan our activities for the whole distance. And now I would like to show you how we can deal with the clashes. What can cause as a clash for us? It's a real project which we have done. It's a pipeline project which again shows us the elevation ground level. And here we have our distance scale. This is a 100-kilometer pipeline project. And here we have some other informations. These bold lines are showing some intersection points with other structures. Let's say, for example, with the existing roads, maybe with a railway, also with a river. So we are aware of in which point in our drainage we have some intersection points. So we need to plan this part our projects better. And here, as you see, we have a hatched area, two hatched area shown with in rectangles. Let's say that they are our work limitations. This one in this scenario is representing another subcontractor. Let's say that this on the river is going to be built a bridge, and another subcontractor is awarded for this work, and we are not allowed to work in this area. We can see this in our drainage, and during this time period. So it's starting from the beginning of April and finish half of March. So we are not allowed to work in this period on this distance scale. And here what we see another rectangle, which is here representing the environmental restriction. They say that there is maybe very rare plantation, or maybe there is some bird nesting, and for some reason there is a regulation and we cannot work on these kilometers in April. So we need to take into account these two information, also these intersections, and we should plan our work. So let's say that our first activity is coming. We say that we are going to start from the first week of the March, and we are moving to the right side. But the system is now indicating there is a clash, because we are not allowed to work in this restricted area, and our first activity is actually causing here a clash. Of course, this is the engineering decision how we should solve this clash. TILOS cannot offer us any solution. He just informed us as early warning system, and we need to now take a corrective action. So we can start again as we planned. So we can come to this point and we can wait around 1 week and move again we can proceed with our work. Or we can again come from here and we move the crew to the other side of the river. But in such projects, such movements, crew movements are quite expensive, so it's not very preferable solution. And in this scenario, we moved our start day of the project around 1 week, and you see that we have now no conflict. And here, let's say that our second activity is following the first activity. And here you can see also a screenshot from classical CPM methods, let's say from a Primavera or Astapower project. And here you see the first activity, this blue color, and the second one is this red color. And the second activity 2 weeks later starts after first task, and also ends 2 weeks later from the task 1. And you cannot detect any conflict here in the bar chart. Everything looks here fine, we have no clashes, but indeed we can here easily, we can understand in TILOS, because TILOS also shows the speed. So here you see that this activity is has a fast moving, and this one is in some parts is changing his speed, and sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slower, which cause us in 2 points clashes. So these two crews are meeting on our chainage, and we also know exactly the time. So it is the beginning of the April. On this chainage we have 2 crews here, and the second one is almost end of the April. In this chainage we have second conflict. So of course these conflicts should be analyzed if they are really conflicts, if these two crews can work together or not, and we should also solve this problem. This is also a unique feature of TILOS. We can add lags, but not only using time. So for example, here we can say that between 2 tasks we are going to have a 10 days lag, that the second activity can start. But in TILOS, we can also give a distance lag. What does it mean? We are saying to this system, these two activities cannot be closer than a minimum distance. So let's say that it is 2 kilometers in this example. So system will not allow us to be closer the minimum 2 kilometers to do first activity. Here, as you see, this distance is much wider. Also here, but it is taking the minimum distance. So in this way you can avoid the clashes in TILOS, and these crews are not becoming to each other 2 kilometers, less than 2 kilometers to each other. So what we can say, comparing with the traditional methods with CPM or network diagrams, TILOS connects the geography and the constructability issues with a project. But CPM schedules or network diagrams fail to provide a visual connection between the project plan and the project itself. And the second thing is, when we are producing a 40-page of schedule, it is unambiguous and we cannot see clearly the interaction with the activities. But here, when we have all the activities integrated with geographical data and all the other information, we can clearly see if there's any clashes, what we should take into account in our planning starting from the early stage. So we prepare here clash types. Of course, this list can go longer. Let's say that crew clashes, for example, which we see mostly in our projects, and environmental protection clashes, traffic diversion clashes, utility diversion, multiple contractor clashes. So this list can go really much longer, as nowadays our infrastructure projects are mega and really very complex, and they require to control the projects. And when we are especially working with multiple contractors, the communication problems are huge, and it is affecting our project on site. Even though we are working in the same company with different crews, it is challenging to have the best communication. So how TILOS is avoiding the clashes, eliminating the planning mistakes? As we said earlier, first of all, TILOS allows us integration of the data. We can import the graphics, we can synchronize them with our distance axis. We can add such as, for example, site data like elevations and the productivity profiles. And we can specify the distance between the crews to avoid clashes, and it is helping us to deal with the clashes. Now I would like to show you a small demo project. I will also have a live presentation of it, but first of all I would like to move from the presentation. So this scenario is like this, that let's say we are the main contractor and we have a work to do, and we subcontracted part of our projects to 3 different subcontractors. And the subcontractors, let's say, that prepared their own schedules, and as we are the main contractor, we would like to integrate all those projects, all those activities as a whole project plan, and we will analyze this if there is any clashes between them. So let's say that this is our first contractor who is responsible from these activities, and he plans from which part he's going to start and how long this activity is going to take. And here you see that as a sub-project, we wrote this as a contractor 1. And now we have the contractor 2 also in the sub-project. You see here a different name as a sub-project. And let's say that these guys have also 2 activities. Their speed is same, and they have a finish to start relation to activities. And the third party is responsible for another 2 activities, which are they are most probably using to cruise, and their also projects are written under the sub-project as Contractor 3. So we are now taking all those projects, this Contractor 1, Contractor 2, and Contractor 3. We are moving them into main schedule. So we can now see all those programs in one layout. And here we can now run this clash detection. We can select that we will also use the clash detection. Then we are running this, which system is now producing a report saying here that we have 3 clashes and also giving between which activities. So this is the clearing and grading, and saying that which distance and which time duration. So it is exactly showing me this intersection. So the second clashes is saying that it is between the clearing and soil installation, and later on we have again the soil installation and the grading. So in the total we have 3 clashes. So of course we need to find a solution how we can solve these clashes. I will show this in the live presentation. But also reminding you that as TILOS is a German product, when we are looking in Germany, the biggest, largest 10 companies except Goldbeck, who is not working on the linear projects, are preferring TILOS. And when we look in a larger scale in the worldwide, we see also many companies, very big known companies like Strabag, like Balfour, China State, Hochtief. All those activities are, all those companies are also using TILOS. So there are some projects, very known projects, which is also used, managed with TILOS. Okay, this is the end of the presentation. Now I would like to open TILOS. So let's say that I am a main contractor, and I have prepared I integrated all the data that I know. I have here a pictorial view showing the intersections. I have here the elevation information. I have here the cut and fill amounts. And now, of course, I can have here activities. It is not a problem. But in this case, it is empty, but it is not a must. So I have my layout is waiting for integration of the other 3 parties. So here I come and open the first contractor. And we said that this guy has 2 activities, is responsible for these activities. So he planned according to himself. And now what I need to do, I should take this sub-project. It's very simple. I just copy and I go here and paste. So the first contractor is pasted here. When I go back my time distance view, as you see here, I don't see any activities because it is about the cell content. I should click in the main cell. I should go to the cell settings, and here the cell content, as you see, is only main, which is showing only this part, which is empty now. So I select here my C01 constructor activities, and here now I can display those activities. So I go now here, my contractor 2, so here I again have only 2 activities. Of course, we made these demo projects very slow, very small, because not to take your time. So I copy this one, I go here and paste. Now I select the contractor 3. So I have here those activities. So again I copy and paste into my master schedule. So as you see here, I have only subcontractor 1. So what I need to do, I should add as a cell content my contractor 2 and the 3. So here I have now my whole schedule, let's say. The second thing I should check is if I have here this clash detection. So I should select the activities and I should say to run the clashes. So here I have already selected. So of course it is a very simple project, so you can easily see yourself the clashes, but when we are speaking about thousands of activities, it will be not that easy. It will be really challenging to see the clashes. So here we have detect task clashes. I run this. And here the system now produce a report, task clash detection report, which is saying me between which activities, in which time duration, and which in the distance I have clashes. So I am looking all those clashes. As you see, this is 3. And now we are thinking, what can we do? And we can avoid these clashes. I would like to open also this to show you also from the Gantt view. Here also what we need to do is we should add here the other sub-projects to display here all our activities. So we see here our contractor 1, 2, and 3. They are divided into 3 parts, and here I see the activities between them. So I want to open also my time distance view, and here as you see here I have my contractor 2, and this is 2 grading activities. Yes, this is this and this is this. If I move them, you see that it is also moving in the Gantt. Yes. This is also a unique feature how we can solve quite easily in TILOS. This, you see that it is, this activity actually is the most problematic because it is causing me two clashes, yes, with the subcontractor 3 and with the subcontractor 1. So I should consider what I should do with this activity and solve this conflict. Of course, I can move this activity to another place and so on, but it is there is a much easier solution for this. If I go, and please also observe here in this Gantt and also the time distance, I change the direction. So I have no conflicts. These two conflicts are together solved. And here, as you see, there is no change actually in my Gantt chart, because I don't change here the duration of the activity or the length of the activity, but I only change the crew movements. Yes, the direction of the crew. So which is helping me to solve this both conflicts. If I run now this detect clashes, as you see before I had 3, and now I have only 1 clashes. And I'm here also looking what can I do. In this case, this changing direction is not helping, so I should do maybe more different thing. For example, I can split the task, because until here I have no conflict, but the conflict is only in the second part. So maybe I can try as a solution to split my activity. As you see now, this is like 2 activities, yes. And I can move only the second part. It was somewhere here. So I don't change the first part. As I planned, I can move with this activity, but here I can say I will wait for this subcontractor, and then I will move after the activity 2. It can be a solution. Of course, this should be done by site managers or the project managers or the planners. So when I save this, and what can I do else? For example, as a main contractor, I took all those company planners, I spoke with them, and we found the solutions, and now they want to proceed with their project. It is very easy, because they don't need to do all those changes one more time. I can simply take this and drag and drop here, and as you see what we have decided all together, we planned. Now they can copy this back to their own TILOS file. They will have all the changes at once. So it is also saving time and make the works easier. So this is the end of the presentation. Do you have any questions to me? Okay. Okay, if you don't have any questions, okay, so there is no question, I guess. If you will later on, if you will have any questions, please contact to us through. One second, I'm still checking if there is anything more, but I cannot. Jonathan, I am trying to understand your question. I don't know if I say good your name, but Jayarama, yes. We have a high-rise building presentation, so please, you have we have your email address, so after the presentation until today, I think I can do this. I can send you this example, okay? Okay. Jonathan, I couldn't understand your question. With the clash detection, it shows the task and data time clashes. Are you able to display the contractor that is causing this? I mean, this is what we do. I don't understand your question. Maybe you explain better this question. But here, actually, this is symbolizing us the subcontractors, yes? So we here actually see the contractors. Yes, we have here 3 subcontractors, and we are like a main contractor. And now we integrated all of them, and we saw the clashes, but we cannot say like the name of this, who is responsible for the clashes. If you are, this is your question, so we cannot. We just see the activities. One second. Jonathan, you can do this only that you should know which contractor is causing this, but it will not give you as a report. Okay, my name is Duygu Bolikowski. It was the easiest question. Thank you, Enes. Jayarama, I will send you this project. It's there is also internal finishing works like a map, or there is also architectural. I think it will help you. No, with the colors or something. No, it is only producing report. Jonathan. Stadium projects. Satyaki, I will write you privately for your question, okay? Okay. So guys, thank you very much. Where is Tuna? Yeah, Tuna is fine. And here, probably listening to me also. But I am also taking part in this webinars and the trainings. I hope you are also happy with me. Okay, Enes. Thank you also for everyone for your time. It's good to hear, Enes. Okay, so if you will have any questions in your projects more specifically, you can really send me and I will take care of them. I wish you have a nice day, and I will come back to you, Satyaki and Jonathan. Okay, bye-bye.